Welcome back to another chapter of the FM21 adventure where we are trying to take Swedish team Brommapojkarna from the third tier to the second to the first tier of Swedish football and then into Europe. And in Europe we are last time off we managed to secure that second place in the group. That meant that we were going to the knockout rounds and we have been given a fairly friendly draw. We are playing Swiss team Lausanne. We are starting away and then we are playing at home. We are in the beginning of our next season, which means that we are not exactly match ready. We've played two friendlies against decent opponents. We beat them and then we managed to beat Östersund at home in the Swedish Cup first group game. Lausanne, it's a game on a different level and we are going to do both of the games today and hopefully I will have a smile on my face, you will have a smile on your face as we end this episode. But what do we know about Lausanne? Not too much. Giorgio Contini is the manager, I don't know anything about him. They are 6th in the Swiss Super League. So behind teams like Servette, Basel, Zurich, Young Boys and Thun. They are smack bang in the middle of their league at the moment. And what is their form like? They have lost the two last games against Grasshoppers and Servette, so two of the toughest opponents. So maybe they have a bit of a broken confidence. In the Europa League group stage, they had a tough group. They came from the Europa League where they struggled. They lost 1, 2, 3, 4, drew 1 and won 1 game. So that means that they ended in 3rd place, which gave them a place in the knockout stages of the Europa League Conference instead. So I think we're in with a decent chance. We make no changes to this team. Piconellis in goal, Augustinsson and Karlsson out on the flanks. We are playing Une Larsson centrally again, together with Isherwood. Isak Holm, still improving, only 18 years old, looks like a great player. Next to Findell, we play Hallgren as the advanced playmaker. Oh, what a player he is. Puts a smile on my face every time I look at those attributes. Dribbling 16, decision 16, off the ball 16, vision 18. He rarely makes a mistake with the ball. But the biggest exclamation mark is maybe Carl Andersson, who keeps improving week in and week out. He's always at the top of the list when it comes to best training performances, and if you train well then you are awarded with improvements in your attributes. Acceleration 16, jumping reach 16 is maybe not the most important for an inverted winger out on the left. He has picked up the trade to cut inside from left wing, which I like. Has a good dribbling, finishing of 11. I've seen him score plenty of goals. Technique 17 as well. So I really like him. And up front is Krebs. Hopefully we'll get to sing the song today as we take on Lausanne. We start away from home in the first game and then we get to play in front of our home fans in the second leg. That means that if we go to extra time they will have an advantage, but on the other hand I do like to have the other game, the second game where everything is at stake at home. They start off well by beating our players to the ball. And is that a penalty? If that's a penalty, then we are off to an absolute awful start. Isherwood is livid. What's the decision going to be? It felt really soft. I'd like to see no penalty. No penalty, thank you. So Isherwood was right. That would have been an atrocious start to this game. Here they come in the 3rd minute instead. Whip the ball in. Header, but it goes just outside of the ball. So our lack of match experience seems to shine through a bit. Hopefully we will get warmer and warmer as this game progresses, because it cannot continue like this with them having great chances like every 2nd or 3rd minute. That's going to be absolutely awful for us. At least we have the ball here, throwing the ball. What can we do? We can give the ball away. They give the ball away again. Is this some sort of give the ball away tennis we are playing? Here he comes. Krebi is through. Makes no mistake. But it's a penalty. No, not a penalty. I wish it was a penalty. It was an offside. Augustinsson. Ekdal finds Tete on the far post and it hits the bar. Now we are at least looking better. I'm not sure we can throw those sort of chances away though, but we are at least looking better. Ekdal to Tete, short corner routine. Krebs shoots it over the bar. We have taken over after that initial shaky few minutes. Now we have taken over. As I say that, they are keeping the ball nicely. They are through. Shala. And we save it. Maybe that's a poor man Salah. Shala. 30 minutes in. It's fairly even. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target. They've had no shots on target. Hallgren misses the target there. Half-time result 0-0. And I take a 0-0 away. But I'd much rather take a 1-1. I'd take a win any day. I'm not happy. They like that and we go into the second half. Hopefully we can score a goal. Then I would take a win, but I wouldn't mind a 1-1 result. 0-0 is good. As long as we don't lose, then I'm happy. But if we draw 0-0, that means that we cannot go through by drawing at home. So, but looking at this game so far, I think we have been the slightly better team away, and that should mean, if we could use any sort of logic, that we would be much better at home. Because the home advantage is real. They are struggling to put the ball on target, which is very good for us. Another short corner routine. Tete finds Hallgren, who hits their defender, who hurries back. What now? Nothing stupid. No? Nice, calm, collected. And there we hoof it to no one. Don't like that. You know by now that I don't like those mindless hoofing. Here comes Kerebi. I'm whispering now. But that didn't help us either. Talking out loud doesn't help. Whispering doesn't help. Tete is tired. Here's a corner for them. They miss it. And we make a sub. Tete comes off. Paulos Abraham comes in. We're past the 60-minute mark and we haven't really turned up for the second half. They have taken the command, but here maybe we can create anything. Abraham runs with it. He tries to go all alone, but that didn't amount to much. Don't know if he thought that he was Maradona or something. And I can tell him he isn't. Augustinsson with it out on the left. Beat your man, Kalle. I praised you beforehand. Can you show me why you are worthy of praise? Playing the ball around now, looking for an opening. Karlsson to Abraham. Back heel. Ball through. Offside. A nice bit of build-up play. Being patient until we all of a sudden try to break them. Okay, so literally a whole lot of nothing going on. Everyone is tired. Now our lack of match experience is really shining through. We are not in complete match form, but it appears that this is going to end 0-0. I'm not making any substitutions. I'll rotate the team for the second group stage game in the cup instead, so we have fresh legs going into the next game. There it is. full time, 0-0. I'm not over the moon, but I take that. We were the better team if we look at the game in a bigger picture. The back four was good. Piconel was good. And I'm going to tell the players I'm happy with that performance. So 0-0. I will play the cup game, and then, like a stroke of magic, I will be back for the home leg against Lausanne in just a second. And there we are back. So a week has gone, and I've gone out on a limb. You know that I told you that I was going to play a completely rotated team in the cup. Well, I did the complete opposite. I played the same team, but then I've given them a bit of a rest before and after the game. We drew 0-0 away against Halmstad, which wasn't an extraordinary result, but what was more important was to get the players into shape, because they didn't look like they were match ready last time around. So all of them have good condition except for Kalle Andersson, who's going to start the game anyway, and they have all been gaining match sharpness, which I think is really important. No more changes to the squad, no more changes to the starting 11. This is what we are going with. Bring me your best. And there the game is off, and this is what we are dealing with. If we win today, then we go through to the second knockout round. If we draw 0-0, then this will go into extra time. If we draw by any other result or lose, then we are out. So it's fairly easy to know what to do here. We need to keep playing our game, do what we are good at, get back into the game, move them around, and hopefully score a goal or two. Carlson moves up the flank, no one's there. Tete, can he get the ball into the box? He tries. Krebs is there, but they have loads of defenders in the box. So their tactic is obvious. They are going to try to park the Swiss bus and hopefully get through that way. I don't like it, but I don't blame them. Not a lot in this so far. A shot each, no shots on target. We're in the 13th minute. Oh, Krebs just narrowly misses it. We had a really good chance that we missed in the first game. We've had a really good chance now that we missed. I don't think we have the luxury of missing those sort of chances here in Europe, but hopefully we'll have more. Carlson gets the ball in. Kalle Andersson misses again. Oh, have you left your sight at home? 3 shots, actually all of them decent, but none of them on target. If we don't get the shots on target, then we will never score, and this will be too exciting for me. I don't think my nerves could take an extra time. I'd almost rather get knocked out before extra time. I don't mean that. Sorry, get the ball away. I want to go through. I shouldn't have said anything. Get the ball up to Krebs, who's all alone against 4 men. He's done it before, beating 4 men. But this time around, the Swiss defender manages to get the ball, and we have another chance, and we head it just narrowly outside of the post. Have you seen that one before? I think you have. I have, at least, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I think we need to do extra aiming training going forward. So first half is over, 0-0, 3 goalless halves so far against Lausanne. We have been the slightly better team. I'm of course going to tell the players I'm not happy. They know why, because we demand a higher standard. We want to go through in Europe, and if we want to go through, then we need to score. Can we create anything straight from the get-go? One could only hope. No, it's another pointless highlight. So now we are really off. This is probably going to mount in some sort of highlight, hopefully for us. Hallgren lands to Karlsson. Tete hits the post. No, this is a nightmare. Why are we not scoring? I need to wake up for the proper game. I can pinch myself. That doesn't help. This isn't a dream. This is reality. And we are not scoring. In this reality, we are not scoring. But they are neither. So it's not all over. Here comes Kalle Andersson. I praised him before the last game. He didn't turn up for that one. Can he turn up here? Tete, another save for them. Passing the ball around. Get the ball up to Krebs. Nothing happens. Kjell Andersson is looking tired and he's had a poor game as well, so we probably need to get him off fairly soon. Get Paulus Abraham in instead, I think. But here's his chance to redeem himself. He dribbles a man, gets the ball to Hallgren. It's time that. Get the ball to Augustinsson. Tete! We score! I almost screamed, but I'm not gonna scream because the family doesn't like that. 1-0 Brommapojkarna against Lausanne, and this is just what we needed. Nice bit of movement there. Fantastic shot by Tete. We are 1-0 up, but it's 35 minutes left. Let's pause it for a second here. Loads of tired players. Kjell Andersson is the first one who's going to come off. And do I change mentality? I don't. They don't have anything so far. So I'm not going to change mentality just because I get a bit scared. Let's just keep doing what we are doing because we are looking better than them. Nothing's happening, and I do love that when the opponents are chasing elite, that nothing happens. Highlight here, 2-0 will probably be the last nail in the coffin. Can we dream and hope for another goal from us? Krebby, Augustinsson hits the post. Tete, is it a goal? It's a goal. It's a brace from Tete. We are 2-0 up, and it's only 17 minutes left. I thought the highlight was over here, but Krebs got it to Augustinsson, hits the bar. Tete's there to scramble up the deflection, and we are 2-0 up. 15 minutes left. We have the ball again. Abraham gets past his man. Don't lose the ball in this position. Don't lose the ball at all. We do lose the ball. A little less than 14 minutes plus extra time left, and here comes Findal. I just want another goal. Is that too much to ask for? And I should specify I want another goal for us, not for them. Carlson with it. Almost beats his man, but the ball reaches Krebby. Krebby. 3-0. This one is over. We are progressing in Europe. I have a huge smile on my face. I hope that you have too. Let's make 2 more subs. Levis Keflisis can come in instead of Hallgren, and Ekdal can come in instead of Tete. Then we need to move a couple of players around. Ekdal, Ekdal. There we go. So that leaves us with Keflisis up front, Krebs out on the right, Findal as the attacking midfielder, and Ekdal comes in central midfield. We are going through in Europe. We are gonna win the Europa League Conference, maybe. Levis Keflisis makes it 4-0. Now we are just humiliating Lausanne. Why was I ever worried? I have no idea. Keflisis hasn't played much this season, but he is very good with the balls coming high in the air. Perfectly timed run, makes no mistake. This one is very much in the bag. Reached the 90-minute mark. The fans are ecstatic, all 24 of them. And in the next round we could face a fairly good opponent. I think there are some good teams left in this. There are some teams that I think that we are better than. Most of them will probably get knocked out in the first round, but there are some actually good teams. And we are back for the draw for the second knockout round. 16 teams. 8 games to be played. And this is what I meant by fairly good teams. Napoli and Sevilla are the two really, really good teams. Then we have Leeds, who is not cat shit either. Dinamo, who won our group, they are good. Rennes are decent. But except for that, I'm not afraid of any opponents. Final are okay. AIK and IF Göteborg are still in it as well. Rizespor, I'd take them any day. Celje, Rijeka, Braga. All of these teams I do think we have a good chance of actually knocking out. So let's look at the draw. Spartak Moscow, I'd take them. No, they get Dinamo. So one of the good teams are gone. Leeds, Rennes, tough matchups here. Celje, IF Göteborg, I would have taken that one any day. Rijeka, Napoli. So the only big threat left is Sevilla. I think we could probably beat any other opponent and go through. Brommapojkarna, Braga. Okay, I take that. Union gets Sevilla, Rizespor gets Feyenoord, and AIK gets Dynamo Kiev. So we are going to play Braga. I have a good feeling about this. So the Braga game is the next one we're going to have in an episode. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do a double header next time around. But then for the Braga games, hopefully we will have broken Umeå and gone through the group on the Swedish group stage, Swedish Cup group stage as well. But focus is completely and solely on Europe now. We are on a European adventure, and I really enjoy that you are coming on it with me. In the next episode, I hope that we will pass another station. That's enough for the train sayings for now. See you next time. Bye.